with Hurricane Irma.
Boats tossed. Here we are at this marina.
Welcome back to Parlay Revival. In the last episode, you saw us exploring Curacao, making new friends, while also losing two key crew members, Jamie and Andra. But after clearing out, we got a few hours rest before departing for Aruba in the middle of the night, where we picked up an unexpected surprise on our anchor. Just had a little bid of a episode. Just picked up the anchor and then there was a massive rock stuck on the anchor. So we couldn't get the rock off, so we had to tie a rope around the rock. It was 2 in the morning, by the way. We've just left Curacao. Tied a big rope around the rock and then dropped the anchor, but the anchor was wedged into the rock. So had to tie another rope around the anchor, tie that back to a cleat, and then drop the rock. And as the rock came down, and the anchor stayed up, the rock slipped out, and then we dropped the anchor off the rope. So everyone's sleeping, it was just me and Maria awake, because we got the first shift, and we're on our way to Aruba. So now we're sailing nicely, 12 knots behind us. We're wing on wing, sailing straight downwind. We're doing 5 knots, and sea state is calm, but we're still in the lee of Curacao at the moment. So Marty wasn't much of a help with the rock incident, was he? Just stood there barking at everything. The 60-mile overnight sail to Aruba turned out to be a really nice downwind sail with calm seas. On arrival, we found quite a developed country with a very strong American influence. Clearing in was quite a lengthy process, where customs and immigration ask boats to stay in an exposed commercial dock lined with dirty black tyres, while they go through the procedures, which had quite a large surge at the time. It was here that we picked up fellow Kiwi crew members Cam and Kelly, where we welcomed them with a nice barbecue. The next day, as we sailed north to Palm Beach, we found a little water park where it was lucky none of us ended up in hospital.
My God! Oh no! Fish fighting, and it feels like it's more
Just holding.
It's a fish!
It is a fish! I'll leave you with that. It's a grouper.
What?
This is what we had for dinner last night at the restaurant.
Like what recipe did you use?
Okay, so I took some olive oil and some butter and some garlic and coriander.
As we don't have a dive compressor on board, we always have to find places to fill our tanks, and we decided to rent a bunch of extra tanks so we could all dive a shipwreck called the Antilles. So we've just woken up, popped my head out of the cabin, and I can see waves off the point. So we're picking up the anchor, ASAP. We haven't had coffee, we've had nothing. There's even lines coming in here, so it should be alright over there. It's going to be small, but sorry. Trying to drive a boat with freaking amped. Look, there's waves.
Waves.
Pretty sure. Off the point. Ah, I'm driving in the wrong direction. This is unreal. We're here in Aruba and we've been waiting for the swell to come, and it's hit this morning. It wasn't here last night, and we've managed to anchor right here next to the break. I'm so stoked. This is why I bought a boat, just to be able to do shit like this. And we're just watching the sets come in now.
Good morning.
Morning.
What a way to wake up, huh?
Yeah.
What happened?
So we heard just the boat jolted a little bit, and I stuck my head up and everything looked okay, but I thought I'd come out on deck and have a look. And I saw that one side of our anchor bridle had snapped, so the boat was swinging on the side and pulling on the chain. So we had to make a new bridle quickly, but overnight the swell had picked up a lot and swung a lot wider, so we were rolling around a bit too much at the same time. So we picked up the anchor and moved to this spot here. It's now 6 AM after this ordeal, and just as we're dropping the anchor, the dinghy's in the davit and the painter's on the cleat, but there's enough painter in the water and it just caught the prop. So now we've got a line stuck in the starboard propeller, so we'll deal with that later. The good news is the swell's picked up and it's looking amazing. The bad news is we need to make a new bridle. It's snapped right here at the knot, so we're going to make a new one just out of this. Once we sorted the bridle and the propeller, it was time to start preparing for Parlay's longest passage to date, sailing to Colombia.
So we're getting ready for our longest passage, going home, Colombia. So we started doing a lot of small jobs around the boat, and I'm gonna help with one, removing all the barnacles from the hull, from the bottom of the boat. That helps to remove friction. The barnacles are slowing us down, so because I want to get home as fast as we can, I'm gonna help with this job.
One of the downsides to having a puppy on board is that they like to chew on anything they can get their teeth into, and in this case it was our topping lift. So while replacing the line, we decided to adjust the position of some of our blocks so the lines would not chafe against the diamond shrouds. Once the boat had been cleaned and prepared for sea, it was Marty's turn to get a good once-over.
So yes, we are all excited for being like what, 3 days sailing. And the guys made a bet.
Yeah.
What was the bet about? How many days,
How
hours?
many days and hours it would take for us to reach Colombia?
What do you say, Victor?
I have no idea, but maybe 82 hours?
Brady?
I came in first at 80, and now he's undercutting me.
You just
Or overcutting me, either way. He's a smart guy.
Julie, do you have an estimate of time? Hour, number of hours?
Probably says 78.
No, I'm gonna see. Yeah, 78.
78? How many?
I said 84.
84.
Way off.
Okay, I'm gonna ask Colin and then I'm gonna give my bid. Wow.
Well,
What's
we're
happening?
all cleared out, ready to go, and then Paul messaged, said that he wanted to come. So I went back to customs and they denied us putting him back on the crew list. So they said down there at headquarters, no, at the tower, that we had to go to headquarters, which is 4 miles that way, and not to take the catamaran, to take the dinghy, and they'll put Paul on and then we can go. So we just dinghied all the way up there into the waves, got there, and the guy said you have to bring the big boat. So we argued for a little while, and he rang his boss, and then his boss at the tower, who told us to take the dinghy, said yeah, we got to take the catamaran. So I said let me speak to him, and he wouldn't let me speak to him.
So are we moving the boat or is Paul getting off?
We're moving the boat. So now we've got to do a 4 mile sail into the wind to the shallow ass dock. I had to go for a little swim because I didn't think it was even shallow and deep enough, and clear in, and then clear out.
What are you doing?
Trying to clear us in. We said 30 knots coming on our beam, so we just pulled up to this another commercial dock. Black tires everywhere. We have to clear back in order to clear out, because we took on 1 passenger after clearing out already, which was our mistake, I guess, but there's no leniency there.
Okay, bye.
It was a headache.
Why?
Wasn't too bad. The lady was super nice. The confusing part was that we'd already cleared out, and then he joined. That's me. And then so he joined just like 10 minutes after we'd already cleared out. So we're like, okay, let's go clear out again. Because we'd already cleared out, we had to clear in and then clear out again. So they weren't happy, but got it all done for free. Now we're good to go.
That's good. How do you feel about the passage?
Passage good. I want to get going.
Okay.
We've got good wind today.
Join us next week as we sail from Aruba to Colombia, which is considered one of the top 5 worst passages in the world when circumnavigating along the Milk Run.